So I know I said I wasn't going to make a video like this, but I didn't expect this to happen this week. So today we got the thing that everyone has been asking for in Call of Duty. This, a community update. We have been complaining about this game for seems like months now, and still things have not got fixed, but finally they are addressing all of those things that we've been talking about over the following months. We have cheating and bans, the ability to disable crossplay on consoles in ranked play, server issues, quality of life updates, and requested bug fixes. One thing that was nowhere mentioned in there is skill-based matchmaking, but of course that is never going to be mentioned. Now, I'm going to be going over all of this in this video. I know I said these videos would be on the second channel, Ink TV, which is linked down below, and they will be moving forward, but this was a big one. I wanted to bring you guys the big information. However, there's going to be a new news show on this channel starting tomorrow. We're going to have story videos going back up on the channel, which I am really excited for, as well as some surprises coming throughout the next week. We are fully back. Basically, starting today, we are fully back, and hopefully Call of Duty is as well. But this update might not be what a lot of you want to hear. We're going to break down the good parts of it, the bad parts of it, and just what it means for Call of Duty moving forward. Starting off with the first one here, an update from Ricochet AntiCheat team. So I'm not going to read through this blog post word for word because it's very wordy, and I find you probably will pay more attention if I just tell you what they're saying. So first off, they said as of today, live right now, they have updated detection models, but we know that they're not perfect. They also tell us that they have banned 136,000 ranked play accounts since the mode activated, which is absolutely insane because they're still in there. Like, just how many people are actually hacking, that number is mind-blowing. So those things are live now, but of course that's still a problem. They also have new detection and warning systems for spam reporting. No, you did not hear me wrong. I don't even know why they included this. They're really against this spam reporting thing. They say that it doesn't do anything, but they're also telling us that there's new detections for doing it. So I don't totally understand that one, as well as new warning systems for playing with cheaters. So now if someone gets banned for cheating, it'll take into account those players that they were playing with, and they might get banned as well. I don't exactly know what's happening with that. They also told us that they will not be doing IP bans. This makes no sense to me because they're saying a lot of the times when the IP bans happen, it'll cause problems for people who aren't actually cheating. So, for example, they gave were internet cafes and college campuses. Okay, maybe a lot of people play on college campuses, but come on, how many people are really playing in internet cafes? Is there really that many people playing in internet cafes? I don't believe it. Now, here's what's coming in the near future. In Season 2, new and improved client and server-side detections and systems. Okay, that sounds good. Season 2, major kernel level driver update, so improvements to driver security and reinforced encryption processes, whatever that means, and new tampering detection system. So in other words, if you're using some sort of software that's tampering with the game, it might be able to detect it now. And then Season 3 and beyond, they said that they're doing a multitude of things to actually specifically go after hackers. So the furthest extent of this process we'll probably see in Season 3, which is rumored when we are getting Verdansk coming back, which kind of makes sense with that. But some things should be fixed already, and moving into Season 2 addressed even more. So this is a statement that should have been out before, but still, it's taken too long to stop these things, and I honestly still don't think they're going far enough. Now, up next, moving into server stability and packet loss, finally addressing the packet loss. Now, I'm going to be honest here, this whole section is bull in my eyes. They've said that there's been a problem, specific modes and specific regions with rubber banding with their servers. Nowhere in here do they say anything along the lines of we're trying to get new servers. They said that Demonware, who are the people who are in charge of their servers, narrowed down some specific causes that will affect crashing lobbies and crashing games and crashing internet connections and things like that. But they also say that this is not a one-size-fits-all problem, and basically what they should have said here is we're getting new servers, we're on it, our tick rate's going to be going up on our servers. That was not mentioned anywhere. As far as I can tell, I'm going to be honest here, I do not think that what they are saying here addresses the actual root issue of lobby crashing, packet burst, and server stability whatsoever. Rubber banding, all of these problems are not addressed here, and they should be, and they're not. In fact, they're seemingly making light of the actual issue on this one, and this is the one that I was hoping they would most address, because we all need better servers in Call of Duty. Now, the next one that we have, and this is an interesting one, is an update from the disruptive behavior team on voice moderation. This has been a hot topic as well. Again, this one just seems like a lawyer wrote this entire section. Essentially, what they have said here is that they have laid out what they banned for, and they are working to target those specific things more, so people shouldn't inappropriately get comms banned because they didn't say something wrong. And yeah, the things that people have been saying, where like, just let us say what we want to say. Sure, make certain terms that you can't say, but don't make it, if we're making fun of someone, you're going to get comms banned for that. Now, editor Inkslasher here, I just wanted to say, I reread through this section. They say that trash talk is allowed. However, what is not allowed is derogatory terms, which are laid out in the code of conduct. They said this from the beginning, yet people always say they get banned for just trash talking or things along those lines. And this line is so thin, what you can say, what you can't say. I would prefer if they literally just laid it out and said, here's 4 words you can't say, everything else is Gucci, make fun of people how you will, kids grow some tougher skin. Unfortunately, that's not what's going to happen, and then they have to make it so it's kind of vague. So I don't know where we're going to end up on this one, but I don't think this was the response a lot of people were wanting. The next thing that we have is incoming Black Ops 6 updates. So some of the things that we were already given earlier this week during the 115 day is, we know that challenge tracking is coming, a separate HUD for zombies and multiplayer, so you can choose one for each, and then reduce collision between teammates, which is good. As far as gameplay, weapon balancing pass, bullet penetration updates, further reducing weapon motion, so that should be limited down as well. Improving player visibility only in kill confirmed, expanding in requirements for prestige and calling card challenges, and then later in season 2, they're adding an indicator on enemies for when war cry is activated. So people have been complaining about that. It's one of the reasons why people were saying skill-based damage was such a thing, because you would not know if someone healed with war cry, and it would just seem like you're putting in more bullets than you have to. They're increasing the amount of featured playlists that are available, as well as several different bugs here and there. Now, for you ranked play people, they are enabling turning off crossplay in ranked play in season 2. They are currently, this was currently planned for both Warzone and Black Ops 6 during season 2. I don't think it's going to be right at launch that it's coming, but it should be close towards the beginning. They're also adding in a vote to forfeit coming up with the season 2 launch. So if your team's losing really bad, you can vote to forfeit. Also, the ability to rejoin rank play if you are disconnected is coming as well. I've also talked about all of the zombies changes that are coming, but co-op pause is one of them, as well as if you get AFK kicked, you will be able to join back in and get your weapons back. Now, the next thing, this is probably the biggest one, Warzone. So Warzone has the largest section here, and I want to be clear about this, because I was going to actually read through more of these, but I'm going to give you just kind of like the lowdown, and I'm going to have another video coming out probably, I guess, tomorrow, after I can read through this a little bit more and like break down some of my more opinions. It'll be coming out on the second channel. Over here, we're gonna have a story video tomorrow. So I know a lot of you have been asking me to continue with Call of Duty story. Make sure you subscribe, make sure notifications on. Tomorrow we got an absolute banger, so stay tuned for that. But if you want my opinions on things, it's always over on my second channel. But I will get to just my base opinions on what I'm reading here. But so the gist of what they told us in the Warzone section is not what a lot of people are gonna want to hear. They basically said some of the season 2 content that was supposed to be coming for Warzone is not going to be there in season 2. Now, I don't know whether that's referring to Verdansk or not. We'll get to that in a second. But they're basically trading in fixing the game for introducing new content, which I do not think is a good thing. They should, with season 2, just be like, okay, the game is fixed. Here's your new content for season 2. Season 2 should be the new stuff. Updates, they can be separate from season 2, should be fixing the game. And I know they need to put a lot of their development into fixing the game. It's just, I think, going to be disappointing and not do well for the community as a whole to not have anything new in there to play. For God's sake, we're still playing on Urzikstan for the big map. And yeah, that has me worried. But these are some of the fixes. As I'm reading through this, weapon adjustments, basically they're speeding everything up. So reload speeds are faster, reduced penalty to sprint to jump to fire, adjusted bullet penetration so it's faster, weapon swap speeds are faster, increased both jump speed and successive jump height, increased speed off of parachute cut, just speeding up the game, making footstep audio better, combat scout pings are going to be replaced, all of these kind of things. And as I read through all of this, every single one of these seems to, make the game a little bit better. For example, adding in default perks dexterity, adding that in as a beginner. It should have been there to begin with. Mountaineer returns in the perk 1 slot, replacing dexterity. Okay, makes sense. All of these things are improvements that people want, as well as bug fixes, as well as ranked play for console players. You can disable crossplay. So all of these things are the right things. But this is the issue. They can do everything right here. And the reason why I know that this is true is because I think with a lot of the gameplay in multiplayer, the movement, the way the guns feel, all of these things are correct. And I think not so much in Warzone, but some of the things that they have done in Warzone are correct. And they can continue to do all of these things that they are stating here, all of these bug fixes and everything like this correct. But if the servers are not good and you don't do something to fix the anti-cheat, none of this matters. Because if people are cheating in your game and the servers don't feel right and the game doesn't feel right because of those servers, none of these changes actually matters. Because I do believe that everything that they have listed here was a good thing. What they're doing with rank play, good. What they're doing with a Warzone, good. All of these things, good. But servers and hackers, I do not have faith. When I go back over here and they give me, the first thing that they said is they've already banned this many people, and they're still having the problems that they actually have today, that's a problem. When they're saying that they're going to implement a major kernel level driver update with Season 2, which is coming in just under 10 days, I think 9 days now, it's hard to trust that it'll actually work. Now, if the hackers mostly get resolved with Season 2, the quality of life improvements happen with the update, and the servers are slightly better, I think it's going to bring some people back. But those servers, in my eyes, need to be the thing that they are focused on. There are rumors that they are switching their servers over to the Microsoft Azure servers off of Amazon Web Service servers. But that has not been confirmed, that has not been said, and that is what should have been said in this blog right here. In this server stability section, if they are indeed switching their servers over to better servers, they should have just taken the L, said our servers are not up to snuff right now, they will be switching over, this is when they're going to be switching over. They did not say that, and that worries me because one of the biggest problems right now, in my opinion, the biggest problem over hackers, I know a lot of people disagree with that, but over hackers is the server problems. They feel like crap. And even if they fix all of these things, I don't think the servers being bad will make the game feel any better. So that's my thoughts on this. It's good to hear. I'm glad that they are coming in and they are finally speaking out and they are giving a community update. These should be not once a year. These shouldn't be infrequent. These should be happening all of the time. And hopefully they can take a lesson from this and be like, okay, we need to speak to the community more, and don't, like, honestly, don't give me this like legal bull crap that you did with the servers. Like, have someone, like, just someone type it out on their phone and be like, our servers are sucking, they need to be better, we're working on it in these ways, this is what's going to happen. I don't want that answer. I don't want that answer. Sorry, that answer. I don't want it. I just, it doesn't help. Like, none of what you are saying in that helps with the servers. Like, I get that they're working on it. I get that it's not a simple solution, but it kind of is. You got to buy better servers. And if you're in a contract with Amazon Web Services for 6 more months, say that. Just say, we signed a contract at the beginning of Modern Warfare 2019. We did it for Warzone, and we did what we thought was best. These servers are now lackluster in today's standards, and we are working on switching them over to Microsoft servers starting on this date. Transparency. That would go such a long way with that. But is this good? Yes. Has this blog post been good? Is it enough? I don't know. That is what I want to hear from you. And like I said, I will have a more in-depth thought breakdown for my mind tomorrow on my second channel, Ink TV, link down below. But for now, this has been the update. This has been the community post. This has been the community, what do they call it? Community update? Community update. And I just want to hear what you guys think down in the comments. Is this enough? Will it bring you back to the game? Do you believe them? What are the thoughts? Let me know. And thanks for watching. Story videos coming back tomorrow. I'm super excited for it. I got some big stuff planned, and I'm really, really excited for what we have coming up here. But I needed to speak out about this before we moved on to bigger and better things. Thanks for watching. Peace, guys.
We are reaching for the stars.